What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm in Goodwill looking for some treasure. We got a decent Sunbeam mixer in there. However, I looked up the comps and it's the older ones of that model that's worth quite a bit, over $100. That one is like an anniversary edition and it's just not worth picking up for the price they had on it. So I did put that back. Checking out the shelves on the electronics, appliances here, just trying to spot something that's worth money, just like in every video. This is the name of the game. Just go out there and look at the same things every day for months until they put something new out. We have some little speakers there, nothing special. Some of the little Sony speakers can be worth picking up though. People want them. Goodwill, they probably price them too high though. They see little speakers and they think they're worth $20 or $30 for whatever reason. Toys, I love buying toys and selling them. There's so many good toy bolos out there. Got some board games over here. McDonald's Play Place. This looks newer. So some of the vintage like 80s McDonald's toys, they do quite well. Especially if you can get the big like play sets, the kitchens. Board games didn't look too great. I'm looking over here. Here's something sealed. I love seeing sealed things, but Goodwill wants $20 for this. And it's selling brand new sealed on Amazon for $13, free shipping. So yeah, not going to be worth picking up. Sometimes Goodwill just prices things high because they're new and they're not really worth anything. Today in Goodwill, I saw a item that was normally $17, still had the store tag on it. Some sort of little poor blackhead remover or something. $17 at a store, and Goodwill priced it $25 or $30, something like that. Used. No one wants to buy a used blackhead remover, at least I don't think so. Plus you price it, almost double what the retail was. It just doesn't make sense to me. The tag's on there, there's no excuse for it. But look at this. This is a great find. I know I bash Goodwill a lot, but there's always something to be found. That Owlet child, safety camera, and it's like a sock you put on your kid to keep track of the vitals and it alerts you if something's going wrong. So that was a great pickup, going to be worth a lot of money. Looking at the shoes, trying to find a good deal, and I see these, I believe they're Lebron 13s or something like that. Now I thought these were going to be huge, but they're really not worth a whole lot. This particular model, I found some at a rummage sale. It was worth about $150, $200. So yeah, I was just kind of surprised. Got some other Nike shoes there. You can see I found a Rambo movie for myself. Got some joggers in there for myself too. They're my size. Kind of liked them. So I figured I'd pick them up while I can, get them cheap. And I ended up just grabbing both pairs, make some money on them. Not a whole lot on the Lebrons, unfortunately, since they were priced $13. But still going to at least double my money on those. Going to check some more shoes. Uh-oh, Rambo fell out. Get back in the cart, Rambo. Shouldn't have threw it like that. The disc probably came loose. Yeah, women's shoes. Don't know much about those, to be honest. I just look for certain brands I know. So ladies out there that are shoe sellers, or men, there's plenty of men that sell women's shoes. I sell them all the time, usually more women's athletic shoes. These were kind of interesting at first, and I realized they were cheap. Usually the cheaply made stuff, just not worth picking up. Checking out the dinosaurs at this Goodwill. Actually, it's the same Goodwill. It's a different day. So I'm back in the same Goodwill. This is a 2-day haul, and I see this Looney Tunes Tweety bubble bath dispenser, vintage. Decided to go ahead and grab it. And I see this doll, and I'm like, it looks like an American Girl doll, but smaller and not really. So I'm looking for a tag, and I'm just being creepy here and trying to do this with one hand. And I look on there, and I see American Girl stamped on there. So looked it up. It's called Welly Wishers, I believe is the name of that line. Not as valuable as, just the plain American Girl dolls, but still worth picking up for $3.99. Made some money on that. Something in that little box there, I can't tell what that is. I don't remember seeing that. Plush, this is good plush to pick up, but haven't been finding much good stuff recently at the Goodwills, plush-wise, but that's fine. I still got a couple totes worth of plush to list in my death pile anyway. Just basic kind of vintage stuff that's worth maybe $15. You see it at a yard sale, you pick it up for a quarter because it's a good deal, and you just kind of never list it. It just happens. Here's some boxes, and this is the size I need. So $4.99, all these boxes, great deal. End up picking up that. Very happy to find it. But I see over here this big dollhouse. It's got me interested. Wanted to check it out. And $14.99, you know what? Not for me, not something I want or want to try to sell even locally, even if it's worth some money. Got a little kind of toy guitar. Some of those first act guitars are worth some money. A little push like vacuum there, non-powered. See another vacuum over here. I was thinking about buying that, but I passed. This vacuum here was just beat up. I didn't even look it up because, even if it was worth money, I really didn't want to deal with it in that condition. And I actually just came from a big 50% off sale and bought a very nice vacuum. Perfect vacuum, which will be in a future video. But we are at another Goodwill now, and I'm just looking around real quick. This is a Goodwill. I recently picked up a Bosch mixer I sold for $300. And I'm coming over here hoping to see, 3 or 4 more of those on the shelf. Of course, there's nothing much here today. But that's okay. We'll try another day, see if we can score something else. I don't know what that is. Just 2 popcorn makers. That's weird. On this side, just checking to see if there's anything profitable. Doesn't seem like it to me. Always let me know if I miss something. I'm at a church-based thrift store now, picking up some tennis rackets. They're $1 a piece. Got some shoes in there, which are $1 a piece. Little beat up. I'm just picking them up because they're cheap and I can make a little bit of money on them just because they're so cheap. But some of these rackets, they had damage. Strings were broken. They were cracked. So I just left the ones that were broken. Obviously, you can see there that one was. Then I see this Angry Birds plush. So I head over there wanting to pick it up because Angry Birds plush can be great. This is some very filthy looking pillow. I don't know in the 4K footage if you can see the dirt. It's even looking like it's getting on my fingers. I think that's from the tennis racket grip though, rotting away. So I looked it up. It's only selling for like $20. Obviously that's in clean condition. I didn't want to deal with it, cleaning it, trying to get it presentable to somebody who wanted it. Not worth my time for that kind of price. So that went back on the shelf. Then at Salvation Army, you got some of these electronics here. They were priced a little high, no remotes. And in the end, I just decided to pass on them. I got plenty of electronics to deal with, but today ended up being a good day. Let me show you what I picked up to sell. Let's jump into the haul, everybody. Let's start with these cardboard boxes. This is a great size. It's actually a size I need, the 18 by 14 by 12s. I usually use a lot. They seem to be good for appliances. They were $4.99. I forget how many's here, but if I was to buy these separate, they're about $2, sometimes $2.50 a piece. So for $4.99, it's just some great profit. And I say profit because, it's something I have to buy anyway. So in a way, I'm profiting on that stuff. At the thrift store, I picked up some tennis rackets and racquetball rackets. They were $1 a piece. I left a couple of them there. They were damaged. Some of them are, actually one of them was different. It had a different racket inside and it was a better racket. And that racket looked like it was selling for about $40 or $50. The other ones, I think matched the case. Here's 2 of the same one. I'll probably lot those 2 together. None of these other ones are really that high end. You're looking at maybe $15 per racket. However, only paying $1, it's going to be some good profit in this stack of rackets. Then at the thrift store, I picked up some shoes, and as you might know, that thrift store has shoes for $1. Picked up these Adidas Zero. They're actually in pretty good physical condition. They're just a little bit dirty, need to be cleaned up. And you see the tag in there is very clean. So for $1, that's a great pickup. I don't even know what they're worth, honestly. Probably just clean them up a little, sell them for about $20, $30, I would imagine. Making great profit, only paying $1. Then I picked up these Nike shoes. Again, these are in good physical condition. They are white and they're dirty. However, I actually just bought a little mini washing machine that has a shoe scrubber attachment, and I'm going to try that out. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to increase my production, but I figured I would go ahead and buy these for $1 and see how that washing machine does. It's supposed to actually show up today. Mostly it's one of the ones you just fill by hand, and I think it'll be good because there's a lot of shoes that have just really muddy soles. It takes a long time to clean those. I don't want to put muddy soles, in the good washing machine. It's not good to get a bunch of mud in there, but this one, it just drains into a pan from what I can tell. And then you're just going to dump it out, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Plus, it was only like $150, $170, something like that. So even if it tears up, it's not, like a $400, $500 washing machine tearing up. So at Goodwill, I picked up these Lebron shoes. Now, I've had some good luck this past year finding Lebron shoes. I was paying anywhere from $1 to $2 for some of them, and they were selling for about, $80 to $100. I don't remember the exact models of this one either. I paid $12.99 for them. They're not great. They are very clean. I think the comps were looking like $25, $30 max for these from what I could tell. I'll have to do a bit more research. But yeah, in the end, they're just so clean and in great condition. I went ahead and picked them up anyway, paid the $13. But I also picked up these Nike shoes. They were also clean. I think they were selling for about $30. These, however, if you can see the tag in there, $7.99 is how much I paid for them. So there'll be some good profit. I don't even have to clean these, I don't think. They're ready to go. Just take the photos and list them. Here's a Blu-ray. Rambo First Blood. Now, I picked this up because I like the case. I'll have to get that Walmart sticker off there, but really cool. I really like the vintage look of that. You know what? I just grabbed it just for personal use. If it was new, it'd be worth reselling. Maybe you can make a few dollars, like $4 or $5 selling it used. However, I'm not doing that. Also, I wanted to mention, I had a Instagram message from one of the viewers, and they told me about the magic erasers that you can buy, how cheap the generic brands are. Now, I don't buy the official magic eraser brands. I use the ones from like Dollar Store. Even Goodwill has some, like they wholesale in. Pay $1 for them, you get 2 sponges, 50 cents a piece. I don't like to use them too often just because it does get expensive. They fall apart after a use or two. But anyone who has used these, you know how good these sponges are. I got 100 of these for $15. So that's an incredible deal. I'm going to thank whoever that was that sent me that message. I don't remember your name. But I didn't know that they were that cheap. I thought I was already getting the best deal at the dollar store, paying $1 for 2 of them. I'll have some links in the description where you can buy these, get them cheap. Price looks like it fluctuates a lot, just depending on what's in stock. And they work just like the magic erasers that you buy. The official brand. I think you get like 4 for $8 or something. Great to clean. Shoes, great to clean. Plastic where there's marks on it. Just incredible thing to have in your reselling toolbox. I also wanted to mention in conjunction with using these magic eraser sponges, use to dab a little bit of this easy cleaner on there for shoes. It foams up very nicely. Cleans them very well. I've talked about this before on the channel. Very good stuff. I might do a video on these sponges, actually a separate one, and talk about it, show some of the cleaning in action. We'll see if I have time to do that, but definitely a good combo there. Right here is going to be the find of the day though. This Owlet camera. I've opened it up. Everything is in there. It's clean. It is used. $12.99. These things new sell well over $200. It looks like pre-owned was $175. Upwards of $200 in some cases. So very happy to find this. Going to make some incredible profit on it. Also picked up this Tweety bubble bath. Still has some bubble bath in there. It's from '96, I believe. It's a little dirty. See those spots? The magic erasers. We're going to take those off really quick. It's not big money or anything, but I think I'll make at least $10 profit on that. Here's an American Girl doll I picked up. I paid, what did I pay for this? $3.99. I'm not used to seeing American Girl dolls that are like this. This is a Welly Wisher, I think it is. I saw the face, I'm like, that looks like American Girl. Started looking for the tag, and it wasn't an American Girl doll tag. It was actually stamped into the plastic. I think this is the first one I saw. I didn't really even know they existed. I used Google Lens to find the face. I think her name was Ashlyn or something like that. Done a search. In some cases, depending on what she was wearing, was selling for $40, $50 pre-owned. I don't think that's official American Girl clothing. It doesn't look right. So I think I have some American Girl dolls clothing though, so maybe I'll put her in something else before I sell her. I should be able to sell her for about $30. Oh, I forgot this pair of shoes. Actually, these moccasins. These are LL Bean. They were $4.99. They got a little bit of wear on the bottom, but nothing like major. That's just like stained. It looks like they probably stepped in gum and had to clean it off. Otherwise, they're in great shape. And I looked up the model, and in some cases, they're selling for $30, $40. So I think those are going to be great profit as well. I just picked up some clothing in Salvation Army. It's getting expensive in Salvation Army, which is unfortunately. I paid $8 for this Merrell pullover zip up, and I bought it for myself, actually. I'm probably not going to sell it. I don't know the resale value. I don't think Merrell clothing does nearly as well as the shoes. But here's a very nice Carhartt jacket. This was only $9.99, and it's looking like this will sell for $60 pre-owned, this particular one. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Going to be able to make some good profit on it. Then I picked up this vintage Christmas sweater. It is like a football theme. It's from the 90s. It says Blitzen on there. Very good condition. Typically the vintage Christmas sweaters like this, you can price them $30 plus shipping, and they're going to sell around Christmas almost certainly. So between these two pieces of clothing, going to be some great profit. There it is, everybody. That's the haul for today. Going to be some good profit in these items. Before you go, hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at flipping_junk. Why haven't you hit that subscribe button yet? This has been Wick. Until next time.